All right, so this is the Still on the AT podcast, episode number 2. Okay, I'm Triton.
I'm Shifty
Buffy.
I'm Banger.
That was a nice start right there. Okay, so what were we talking about before we went live here?
We were talking about trash, I believe.
We were talking about trash in the last episode.
Yeah, we were
at the end.
Yes.
Okay.
We talked about getting kind of emotional because the trail is over soon.
Yeah.
And how does it feel that close to the end of the trail, or how does it feel when the trail is finished? And you told me it's kind of, oh no, back to life situation.
Yeah, I think when you finish a long hike, there's an anticlimactic feeling. You know, it's like, yay, I win, but now what? It's so easy to follow white blazes every day. You know where you're going. There's always a direction on the Appalachian Trail. When your AT hike ends, wherever it ends, there is a sadness with it, I think.
Right. Yeah. All the work and push you have to do every day. The weather's nice, the weather's bad. You know, the mountain's high or the mountain's low. You're fighting it, every day, and then all of a sudden you come to the end, or you get to your target. That's the hard part.
I think the trail is so much fun while hiking. You don't even think about the life after the hike, and when it's finished, it hits you like a thunderstorm. It's coming over you 100%, and there's nothing you can do against it. It's coming. The real world,
The real world is the worst thunderstorm.
Yeah, reality.
It's been good hiking with Banger because, you're retired, right? So you have a little bit of perspective on these things, and our conversation last night about you can go on a sail, or you could do this, or you could do that. You have a very optimistic outlook. And that's in short supply among a lot of people you meet these days. Onward to better things and chasing all good things. Optimism, and this has not been an optimistic year, 2020. We talked about it. Oh, you come in and do they wear the mask? Do they say hello to you? How many people don't even speak to each other in public right now? And
that's the sad part.
So I've appreciated your optimism.
No, it's easy for Banger. He's retired.
Yeah,
that's right. I got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
But it's correct what you're saying. He's
positive.
a role model for me as well.
Yes.
Being optimistic and smiling all the time, charming all the girls on the trail.
Yes. Yeah, life's short. Life's short. You gotta enjoy it.
He does it well.
Yeah. So I think just generally in 2020 you can't make any plans for the future, or long-term plans. No. It's difficult to. Things are different right now. I don't know what 2021 is going to look like.
All right.
So,
but you look at the trail in 2020, and all these hikers are gearing up to hike the Appalachian Trail for the first time, second time, whatever. But so these people made plans for months, a year, 2 years, whatever. They all come from Germany. I mean, how much planning went into that, And then you finally hit the trail, and then this COVID thing hits, and you were off the trail and stayed Franklin?
Yes.
For how long were you in Franklin?
6.5 weeks.
Six and a half weeks.
Yeah.
In
Franklin.
Right.
In one room.
Franklin, North Carolina.
Yeah.
In a little apartment with no kitchen.
Only one room.
Yeah, just a bed, a couch, and the toilet. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
Have you had any word from Scout, your partner, your fellow German, who's well north of us, because she's up north.
Skipped a little bit, yes.
Yeah.
Because she wants to hike every state before she has to leave the country. But she planned this trip for 12 years.
Oh.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know where she is right now?
New York. New York State.
Okay.
State,
Yeah.
And she probably made this decision to hike every state on the AT because she knows she will never come back again.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
she's at least in every state
Yes.
Right.
for some miles.
But that's her hike. You know, that's
Yeah.
your
That's
hike.
her
That's
hike.
right.
Yeah, that's
And
her
she's
adventure.
happy.
Yeah. But you think of the walls everybody hit because of this COVID thing. 6 weeks you're in a 1-bedroom, hotel for 6.5 weeks, waiting to get back on the trail, and the audacity of the people that hiked this year
To come out and
man, they're just rearing to get it on. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people that didn't come back.
Yes.
There's
a lot of people who didn't come back.
But the people that are on the trail right now are hardcore, man.
Yeah.
Y'all are hardcore.
You know, and okay, so I've hiked in previous years, and there's always little rivalries between Nobos and Sobos, and section hikers are like second-class citizens to the through hikers who think that they're the reason the Appalachian Trail exists, and day hikers are as oblivious as ever, and there's more of them. But this year, because of the COVID threat and how we almost lost the trail, I think people have been generally kinder to one another on the trail. When you meet, through hiker meets a day hiker. I think there's just been a little bit less of that tribalism. Just everybody's a hiker this year, and that's been a refreshing
it
change.
is, yeah.
For me.
Yeah. Some people though are you're passing some day hikers though, and they're so afraid. Maybe it's the first time they've actually been out of the city, and they're with a mask, and they turn their back to you. It's just like, oh man, come on, look at me.
We had this several times.
Yeah,
It's a weird situation.
and it's fear. It's fear, but you just want. I just want to hug them.
Yeah.
Hey, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. You're in it.
It's just sweat and rocks and dirt and wind and water and deer and bears and snakes.
It was a hard decision
Mosquitoes.
for us, sitting in the apartment in Franklin, watching and hearing all the news about the COVID, and we asked ourselves, should we not? Is it against the law? Is it not against the law?
Yeah.
Listen to what the ATC says. Should we listen to what the government says? Should we listen to what our friends say at home?
Yeah, we are foreigners. We have to do the right thing, because maybe if we do anything wrong, we are not allowed to come back to the
Anymore?
States.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
It was a really
Yeah.
hard decision.
Yeah, it was kind of like this is your shot. You're gonna
Yes.
take it or not.
But we saw, or we heard about a lot of hikers
Going
Pushing.
back,
pushing,
and going
Right.
back to the trail.
going
in
back to
May,
the trail, and we
Right.
thought, yes,
Hey, I'm just curious. Did you see that still on 2020? Seeing all those people hiking?
Yeah.
There you go. There.
Yeah.
Triton.
Yes.
The still on the 2020 was a nice perk to this year's
Yes.
hike.
Yeah. That helped my decision.
thank you, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
you
Because
very
I
much.
see
Triton,
that still
thank
on
you.
2020, and Cricket.
Yeah.
She turned me on to that, and I went, hell yeah! Everybody's hiking. I'm hiking, man. And so because I had to start in Virginia this year, I know that they had a kind of a martial law crackdown. They weren't allowing anybody in until June 10th, and so I said, 15th, man, 15th, I am out of here. I'm gonna be on the trail. So that helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little context for anyone listening to this recording later. We are at Big Meadows at the Spotswood Dining Room, looking out through the window to beautiful Blue Ridge sunset out there, awaiting fish and chips and somebody having a burger.
Salads.
Salad. And we're all healthy today.
Yes.
No, we
Gouda's
already
cheese
ate our
sandwich
sandwiches
here,
at the
yeah.
campground. So
So
We came for the beer.
Man, and we're having beer. There's beer here. They're having beer. I'm having water. So what else? How much time we have here? We're not professionals. That's only 10 minutes to talk.
Wow. Crazy. Take long time.
Yeah. So, well, we were talking about beer, and let's get this down on tape here. You were saying that a Hefeweizen is is a recognized beer everywhere in Germany,
Yes.
except for Bavaria,
Except
where
for
it is
Bavaria.
known as Weissbier.
Yes.
And if you order a Hefeweizen in Bavaria, that's München, aka Munich, as the English say. If you order a Hefeweizen in München, they will know that you are not a Bavarian.
100% correct.
So there you go, folks. That's your German beer tip.
And they
Here
will
at
treat
episode
you like a
2 of
not
Still-
Bavarian.
So let me
So
ask you
different.
this, okay? Germany, well known for beer, well known for chocolate, right?
Chocolate?
Yes, we are.
A little bit, yeah. Chocolate, like confections and
Yeah.
things.
Yep.
So I want to know is what is the best beer that you had in America? It doesn't even have to be an American beer, but a beer that you would normally have at home that you've had here since you've been in America. And 2, what's the best dessert you've had?
Okay, I answer number 1, the beer question, and Buffy is for the second question, the chocolate.
Yeah.
The first beer.
Here's our food, real quick.
Oh, the food is
Thanks, man.
coming.
Thank you so much.
Sorry for this interruption.
Oh, grazie, grazie.
Thanks so much.
Right. Here we go. Thank you.
I'll take some more water. Thank you so much.
Sure. Be right back.
All right, I got a fork. I got a fork.
I got a $6 salad with blue cheese dressing here.
There you go. I got a napkin.
So,
9.
the first beer I had was in Hiawassee, Tennessee.
There you go.
And
Yeah.
it was a champagne of beer called Miller High Life.
Miller Highlight.
It
That's the
wasn't-
last drink I had 17 years ago.
Your last drink?
Yes, that was my last drink.
That's living the high life.
Yeah, that's the low life for some of us.
And it wasn't that bad. And then we stepped over a beer called Blue Moon Belgian White. It's like a Hefeweizen, or as you know, Weissbier for Bavarians.
Yeah.
Brewed with orange peel and coriander, and it's good. I like the taste very much. And Buffy is expert.
And then 1 silverware.
Yep.
From
You
water.
too?
There you go.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, white beer.
And Buffy is in charge of answering
chocolate.
the dessert
Dessert
chocolate.
is chocolate. Of course, it's Reese's. All products.
Reese's?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Reese's
Reese's
chocolate
cups?
cup.
Reese's
Doesn't-
cups?
Oh no, there's the bar.
Yeah.
Reese's bar with pieces inside. Reese's pieces inside. That's the
Oh.
best one.
That's a
Good
very
stuff.
good chocolate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Hey, this is good macaroni and cheese too. It's kind of got like white, sharp cheddar. It's good.
Yeah, man, the food here is very good. Now, will you guys have, after your salads, the famous blackberry ice cream pie?
I do not think so. No. Too much calories.
Oh, good. You're gonna
Not-
hike tomorrow.
Not today.
Tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, at the next resort.
Well, we had it today for lunch, after our lunch.
But we had a lot of first US dishes.
Experiences, yeah.
Yeah, the very first one was corn dog,
Oh, yeah.
provided by some trail
God,
angels
God
for
bless
trail
America,
magic.
the corn dog.
Corn dog. Here you had a corn dog.
That's
Very
the
first time.
USA.
Good stuff, huh?
That's the USA.
I don't
right
know.
there.
I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. And for dessert, it was fried cheese on a stick. And I'm not sure if I like it or
I'm not sure if I like fried cheese on a stick, and that's not as iconic as corn dog. Corn dog it's an American classic.
But another American classic we had was the typical barbecue at a barbecue restaurant.
Yeah.
In which state was that? In Daleville, Virginia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it was pork.
Was it the gas station right there?
Yeah, he's got the
Beside,
smoker out next to the gas station.
Yeah.
The
it
three
was
little
called
piglets.
Three little pigs.
Yeah. And we had the pork rib, and it was fantastic. And chicken wings,
Chicken wings.
with a sour marinade dipped into a ranch
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah.
really, really good.
You know, rural Virginia, you probably did get the real barbecue. You know, you're a little bit. Your home state of Texas is kind of one of the barbecue meccas.
Oh yeah. But it's more beef. It's brisket, you know, and short ribs, and then we do baby back. You know, baby back.
I love brisket.
Yeah.
Baby back means baby pig. The meat from the back. Okay. Baby back.
Owensboro, Kentucky. They say, and Kentucky is the barbecue capital of Kentucky. Moonlight Barbecues, kind of a famous place in Owensboro, Kentucky. But then when I lived in North Decatur, Georgia, this is near Emory University, I lived next door to a barbecue place, and I was still eating pork at that time, and I ate pulled pork sandwiches over there a couple times a week. Oh yeah. I ate more pork at that time than like ever.
We ate pulled pork sandwich, and there was nothing more between the
Fun.
two breads or between the buns
Yeah.
than pulled pork. Is it okay like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The salad was missing, or no?
No, you just put
there
it
are
on
no
a sandwich.
onions. You don't put onions on it. Or,
Some people
or you
put
could.
onions and pickles. Yeah, it's better to give you accoutrement, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Got
You know,
you.
some places go onions and pickles. What else would you put in? Coleslaw? I've seen it put on
Yeah.
there.
I've seen coleslaw on it.
Wow.
What'd you think of that Mexican restaurant though? That was good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Best food so far. Yeah, I would say.
It
That was the,
right.
what is it? La Sobracita
Yes.
in Waynesboro, Virginia. La Sobracita. And it was a grocery store in the front. Like
Marketo.
Mercado,
Yeah,
with a restaurant in the back.
Right.
And we had tacos one night. I had the real sugar Coca-Cola they still make in Mexico, and
Ceviche.
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 The marinated. They had a shrimp ceviche there.
Yeah.
This was good.
Yeah, it's a
I
great
looked
place.
that up on Yelp when I was there, and they say that's the best kept secret in Waynesboro. That little Mexican restaurant.
I think
It
so.
was a good place. Yeah.
La Sobracita.
When we stepped in, when we got through the door,
We
we thought we were in the wrong place,
Yes.
in the wrong building, because we stood in a supermarket.
Yeah.
And we said to the guy, "Hey, we are looking for the restaurant." And he smelled and said, "Oh, it's over there."
Over there, yeah.
Just behind the pool, we got a table.
Make a left at the Virgin Mary candle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was
really good.
authentic.
Yeah.
Do we have mac and cheese as a side? to your-
Yeah. Cheese and
Is
cheese.
this-
Yeah.
That's some fancy
standard
mac and cheese.
side.
It's really good.
Yeah, I don't know how much of this is going to have like eating sounds, and that's okay. I'll listen to it later. But I'm loving this fried fish here. I got fish and chips. Right.
I don't get much dairy on the trail, you know.
You've got a very gourmet cheese sandwich with mac and cheese as a side. That looks delicious. On sourdough bread.
Is it worth the price?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I mean, yeah, it's all right. It's good. You pay a little bit for the view here, you know, but it's a beautiful view.
Yeah, we'll have to go outside and
Yes.
check out the view.
If
We
you
were
step
here-
left of the door, there's no table there. You can actually stand and look there and not
Yeah.
be in anybody's way.
We were sitting out there underneath the roof.
Yeah.
And we could see rain way out there, and we see rain over here, and all of a sudden it started raining on us. But we were underneath, so we were cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went from being like on the trail, wondering how far it was, to just sitting here. He's just got a beer in his hand. I'm drinking it. She brings me out 2 cold Pepsis and a water. Looking at this.
Yeah. We owned it. This podcast is sponsored by Patagonia Outdoor Research, the ATC, and
I have an outdoor research shirt. I like it. Yeah. Oh, you do too. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will give a shout out to the ATC. We'll call this plugs. Like ATC's okay because they protect the trail corridor and hire lawyers and all that. And I don't like to badmouth them. Other people do. We'll leave that to them.
You're also doing good.
Yes,
we're
ma'am.
good. Thank you
I'll
very
take a little
much.
more water if you don't mind.
Sure.
All these hikers are thirsty all the time. Thank you, miss.
Here you go. You're welcome.
Yeah, so what were we talking about?
We're talking about sponsors and outdoor
Sponsors,
research.
yeah. So yeah,
ATC.
I would love to have. Well, we don't have any sponsors, but outdoor research. If you're listening, you have wonderful clothing. 2 of us are wearing the clothes here.
Yeah, send us a
Dropped your
package.
name for free. Yeah, send us some clothes or a check or something. Is there a product that you love that you're using with your backpacking outfit?
I love my cooler cloth.
Yeah.
You heard about?
No.
Your
wanna have?
Kula class?
Is this from
Yes.
Germany?
What is that?
No,
Germany?
I bought it in the US with a lot of taxes because I got it shipped to Germany. It's for girls.
Okay.
Some use a P-rack, like only a bandana for
Okay.
wiping,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
have the cooler cloth, and I like
Oh.
them so much. Yeah.
The cooler cloth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And antiseptic.
Yeah,
I think,
antiseptic with silver
antibacterial.
woven. Yeah.
Yeah. The legs, she uses a funnel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, I didn't realize it, but she just goes around trees. Yeah. She don't. Yeah.
Nice.
Is that a sheenus?
A sheenus.
There was a product called a sheenus. And yes.
Hey, the funniest thing that happened. God bless her. Okay.
How far are we into the snow before we were together? Okay, good. Tell the story.
Okay. The funniest thing, is she gets up in the morning, and all of a sudden she goes, "Oh shit!" And she peed herself, and an acorn fell inside the funnel. Anyway, yeah, ruined her day there for a minute. And so, man, about 2 hours later, I can see she's sawing this funnel shorter, so it's acorn go right through.
Wow.
Yeah, it was funny. Had to be there.
That is very funny. The coleslaw is very good.
What's coleslaw? Is it a little salad or
Cabbage.
something?
Yeah, it's salad.
Something
It's
special in it?
Cabbage, and this is red cabbage and regular cabbage and a little carrot and some kind of vinegary mayonnaise. Some are better than others. Sometimes they put raisins in them.
Oh, Triton, I forgot
Yeah.
about the first U.S. dish I had at Neil Gap,
Yeah.
Georgia. It was Brunswick stew.
Oh, Brunswick stew. Yeah.
This was a good
We talked
one.
about that.
I think
yeah.
it was pulled pork with corn and some other seasonings.
Someone told me when I lived in Georgia, that's a traditional Georgia, like a hunter stew in Georgia, the Brunswick
All right.
stew. And like a game stew, old mountain folks just put whatever in it. Kentucky has its own kind of hunter stew called a burgoo. But, in Kentucky you joke it's like raccoon and possum and squirrel and
Roadkill.
whatever you shot with your little 22, I guess.
What means stew? Stew, I think it's
Just meat,
a
potatoes,
one
carrots,
pot-
one
one
pot,
pot.
wet meal, like a soup but much thicker.
yeah.
No soup actually. It's wet, but it's thick with meat, and potatoes.
That's a stew.
Yeah, that's a stew, absolutely. Yeah.
It was good. What is Brunswick? Is this a city?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Brunswick? Yeah. Nope, it's a city. Where's it at?
I mean,
City
there's
of
Brunswick. There's Brunswick in Canada.
Yeah?
Yeah, isn't Brunswick like in a city in
I don't know.
up there in Labrador or something like that, or probably Brunswick in England. I don't know where Brunswick, Georgia is. If it's even named for Brunswick, Georgia. Okay, let's be negative. Let's be haters.
No.
I'm in.
What's the absolute worst thing you've run across, in terms of like services on the AT this year, like or something? What's the worst thing that's happened?
The masks. Seeing all the masks.
All the masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean
In
at all
nature.
or services?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's kind of separate questions, I guess.
Okay.
But she doesn't like the masks. We can talk about that.
In nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the trail.
Walking on the trail.
On the trail.
and-
This was, of course, indeed the weirdest
Yes.
thing to see in the woods on the trail.
Yeah.
People wearing masks and pushing the mask against their face while we walk by.
Not saying hello.
But
yeah.
nothing against the people. It's the
Yeah.
weird 2020
The
at all.
fear, yeah,
Yeah.
made by media.
But everybody's 6 feet apart out there, at least, anyway. So there's no need for it. And what are you going to do? Wear the mask while you're huffing and puffing and sweating through it? And, I think some authorities, at least in the U.S., have kind of changed their opinion about outdoor activities. Like, go ahead and do things outdoors because people don't seem to be contracting COVID in outdoor spaces. They seem to be contracting it a lot in indoor spaces. But I don't know I'm not a doctor. I don't know what I wear a mask when, like here, we came into a
Yes.
restaurant and put my mask on, and just to be socially compliant.
Yes,
Right.
that's
And
right.
I hope that it has a positive
Yeah.
effect.
Yeah, and I'm real
The public
thankful
health.
we could actually walk in and eat in the
Yes.
restaurant.
Absolutely.
But in nature, outside, while hiking, it's weird to see
Yeah.
masks. Yeah.
It's very
Yeah,
weird to see
yeah.
the masks, and yeah.
You ask yourself why do the people not stay at home?
If
I
they
mean,
are-
they're also allowed to go hike or
But maybe
take
you should
a
go on
walk.
hikes where there are not so many people. Why do you go on McAfee's Knob where there are a lot of people? When you are afraid of
But maybe we have
yeah.
to change our
Yes, you're right.
opinion of people wearing masks. Maybe it's just for
Yeah, we
mask
have-
save lives, no matter where, no matter
Yeah.
when, no matter what. I don't know. It was weird to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But back to your question,
Yeah.
we had
Really
not
bad.
much
No.
negative experiences in
No.
the US.
No, everybody's friendly.
Yes, even the policemen waved their
At
hands
us, yeah.
at us out of their police cars in towns.
yeah,
This,
Still doing good?
doing fantastic.
thank you very much.
Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The support on the trail, how everything is connected from hikers to shuttle drivers to hostel
Hostel,
owners to restaurant people, even the employees of a postal
Supermarket.
office were hiker friendly. They had a hiker box at the postal office.
Oh, wow.
This was mind blowing to us. This is really, really amazing. And we don't have this at home, and we will never forget
No,
how everything is connected to
You're,
the trail.
You're
and-
always an Appalachian Trail hiker when you come out here.
Yeah.
You can, it might take you a while to ever come back to the trail, or you may follow the trail on social media and
yeah,
YouTube and whatnot. I mean, there'll be another crop of YouTube videos next year.
Yes.
Except when you watch them, you'll recognize all the places
yes.
that you
that's
visited.
Yeah,
Right.
that's so nice.
Can't wait. It will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I also love to come back to be a trail angel.
No, really.
Or maybe give it
yes.
back and do some maintenance on the trail or something like that.
Yep.
Both of those are excellent ideas.
Yes.
And I've had an opportunity to do both in 2011 I hiked, and then I just tried to fit back into regular life in 2012. And Then I got a call from a guy, Conversation. I'm just going to use his trail name, and he's like, "Hey man, I'm going to do." He lived in North Carolina a long time, so he wanted to do trail magic there. I drove down to see him. At that time, he lived in Waynesville, North Carolina, and somewhere up in the Forest Service Road up there, we set up at a trailhead, and we had a charcoal grill. And we were grilling out burgers for hikers, and they were coming along. We were giving them a cheeseburger, a Coke, a cold beer, and we hung out and they talked to us. We took a lot of pictures, and that's when it clicked. Like, oh, you could always come back to the trail. I camped out that night. One night, I met Swami Bittergoat there, a guy that I've had a pretty interesting dialogue with over social media, even though I haven't seen him since that night. And I've followed his hikes. He's been all over the place. So whether you come back to do maintenance, I got to do maintenance this year at Bob Peoples. I volunteered just 6 hours, but I learned how to saw a tree with an old school long saw. I've always wanted to try one of those. I got to do that.
Yeah.
So the trail's always here, even virtually. I mean, as soon as I guess October 15th comes, and the last Katahdin People Summit.
What's October 15th? The last day of Katahdin to be opened?
Around.
Baxter State Park usually puts October 15th as a cutoff point to when they will give you a blessing going up on top of that mountain. Okay. There's a lot of controversy around summits and whatnot, and Baxter's rules and stuff. But October 15th is a very late finish. Usually you want to get done earlier than that, because the weather itself may not allow you up there in October, even if you get there before October 15th.
All right, I do.
Sorry.
It was really good.
So that was the meal right there. Everybody's eaten. We probably recorded 20 minutes of everybody just
32.
eating, and,
Chewing sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Spotswood Dining Room at Big Meadows at Shenandoah National Park, this wonderful lodge-type dining room with a wild turkey over the fireplace.
Yep.
On a beautiful summer night in 2020. Just friends, hikers, eating, libating, because we hit 30 minutes here, so we could just wrap it up and just go back to socializing like normal people, right? Any last thoughts, Banger? Wrap up?
I don't know, man.
Favorite quote?
I really enjoyed the day. I have enjoyed
Today's
the day.
been a great day.
Yeah, nice walk.
This was a great day.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we're traveling through the Shenandoah and the waysides and the campgrounds and timing it. It's just might have slowed me down a little bit, but I'm eating well, and so that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
For me, it's a special and happy day because we lost you, Triton, and you, Banger, in a thunderstorm 3 days ago because we didn't want to hike further as we got hit by the thunderstorm, really crazy. And you two hiked further. We got back to the hostel and we finally met you guys. And now we're sitting here doing this podcast.
Welcome to
and having
summer in
me-
Virginia, the hair-raising, soul-shattering thunderstorm. Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. It's so good to hook up with you guys again and travel with you. And we got a little tramway going here in the Shenandoah National Park. We're living in
this is
style.
a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's all my wrap up. It's just been great food every day. I get once I get within 5 miles of one of these facilities, I start thinking, should I have a Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola? Should I have a turkey sandwich and then we didn't know if the restaurant would be here today. We were eating here twice today, and this has just been a blessing. Yeah. You got to wrap up, Buffy?
Nothing else to say. Beautiful day, nice hike,
Okay.
beautiful people.
Today was today? Monday, July 27th.
Wow.
Is it Monday?
And we are
Yeah,
still on
it's
the
Monday.
AT in 2020. Sayonara.